A lot of people wonder if it's possible to run a heat pump, that's heating and air conditioning, off of an off-grid solar system. Well, today we're going to be installing a 100% off-grid solar-powered heat pump here on our homestead. Let's get started. Good morning, guys. Welcome back to our off-grid homestead that we are building from scratch, debt-free, in North Idaho. I'm finally back working with Jules again.
I'm so excited that you're back. Although I've enjoyed working with Colin and Sarah. Not saying that, but I love working with you.
It's been a long time, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, man. So trip to Alaska and then trip to Tennessee and then getting things done. And we're back though, and we're doing good. Everything is looking good here on the homestead. Greenhouse is doing great. The lawn and clover and all of that's green. We're going to be ready to put the roof on the front porch right over there. But what's today's project, Jules?
Wow, this is exciting because it's actually most exciting for Colin and Sarah because we're getting to install the AC into their apartment.
If you've been following us for a while, you've seen these things hanging out of the house right here for like 2 years, probably.
Probably 2 years.
Probably 2 years. Let me take you inside and show you. Here we're going to invade Colin and Sarah's home. Invading. Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Yeah.
Welcome to our home.
Sarah is a full-time video editor, web designer, blog article writer from our videos. So she is like heavy onto the computer side.
That's why
of what we're doing
sometimes.
That's right. So here's the Mr. Cool unit in the apartment. We installed it and then we realized we had a problem. Now remember, this was 2 years ago when we kind of realized the problem. We didn't have the siding up when we put these through the wall. And we figured after we got all that done and we're all excited about installing it, that it's going to be a lot harder to side this and decide what's down below the deck with the air conditioning lines on there. So we just put a cancel to that until we got it sided. And as you've seen in the latest videos, Sarah, Colin, and Julie have gotten all of this sided. So today, finally, after all of this talking and introduction, we're ready to get started. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video. We bought all of this with our very own money. And why do we do that? Well, because it's a good system and it works great for an off-grid air conditioning system. That's why we're using it. But we got to open this guy up and see if everything in here is in here, everything that we need. This is a totally optional item. You don't need this, but we wanted it because it just dresses it up and makes it look a lot nicer when you have all of these coverings to cover that line set. Now, I've seen a lot of places that don't use it, and the line set is just wrapped with a vinyl tape and runs down the house. That's great too, if that's what you want to do. But we want to do this. So this is what it comes with. It comes with this part right here for connecting to the house where the line set comes out of the house. We've got 190, some couplings, and kind of the termination end of it right here. And then you've got the tracks where the line set sits in here. I'll show you how all that works as soon as we get it up there. We got old Rickety out for the job. Old Rickety because, well, one, it's an old ladder, and two, because it was pretty rickety. Like, I mean, it would sway back and forth and it was all unstable. But let me show you a trick that can help revive a wood ladder like this if yours is old and rickety. Right here, you've got a nut and a really long bolt for each one of these treads. These nuts are designed to be tightened occasionally, and when you tighten it, it pulls this together really tight and makes it far less rickety. So old rickety is now old, not so rickety.
That's too much to say.
First piece we gotta set and mount, it's kind of gonna guide the whole thing, is this part right here. This is gonna cover this line set when we bend it around to go in there. And so we wanna kind of position it probably like that. Good and level. Now we'll put the second screw in, lock her in place.
Number next.
Fun stuff going up here. So this one fits right in here. Leave a little expansion gap there. And it goes just like that.
Cool, man.
Yeah. This one right up here is going to need to be cut because it's going to come down like right here. And so just to make it easier, We're gonna put this one on first with the 90, and then we can measure exactly how much we need to cut out for that short little piece right there. The condensing unit for the air conditioner is gonna be down underneath the deck. We need to know where we're gonna go through the deck at with the line set, which is actually gonna be like right here. And we gotta get it up there at the right, so it's straight up and down, right? So it's plumb. So what we're doing is we're just taking our level here, we're putting it at the edge of it where we want it, lining it up plumb, mark it there. Then we can mark it up there. When we put this piece up here, we'll put it on the marks and it'll be plumb. We've got this little piece that we've got to connect together here. Go ahead and measure that, 25.5. But we need some expansion room. We'll put a 1/4 inch on each side, so 25 inches is what we need. I'm gonna use the trusty old chop saw here. Want to cut it at 25 inches. I think we'll cut it on this side. Make sure we're at 0, 0. All right, I think we might be ready to go. Plugged in. Yep. Cut it perfectly. Let's go install it. Unfortunately, our casing here, or whatever you want to cover it, or our fancy cover, doesn't reach all the way down to the bottom. So right here, we're gonna have a part of exposed line set. It'll be wrapped in a vinyl thing, and later we'll order another one of these to finish covering it up probably. But we need to come down to here and mark it so that we can drill a hole through the deck to get this line set right here and the electrical from up there, all that to go down through there. Marked our spot here. This is where the ledger board should be against the house. So we can take our hole saw and hopefully we can drill a hole. Ready? Mm-hmm. Close. Right there. It's good.
How close were we to the ledger board?
1/4 inch maybe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Really
How convenient.
This is the drain tubing, the condensate drain for the inside. We're gonna go ahead and get it all unwrapped, hook it up there, and run it down through the hole, just so it's out of the way. Hey, look, it came in two. Oh, it didn't. One long piece. Oh, left this out in the sunlight for a long time, like 2 years, right? This piece right here got fragile and cracked. So we'll have to tape it up good when we connect that line to it. Next step is to gently bend this over. Like, this is like the most nerve-wracking part of it because you don't want to kink it. So I kind of like to put my hand behind it. Yeah. We'll go ahead and get the cover and make sure that the cover fits over that. And it is not. So we're good to go with that bend. Cool, man, we're almost there. We're almost off the porch. And look right down there. How much shade do we have left? Not much.
Just a few boards.
Just a few boards. So hopefully we'll get this done, this part right here, before we get hit by the sun. We've got these cool line set holders. They use zip ties, but they fit into the track like that. And we can slide it over near those screws right there. And a zip tie will go through there and hold that line set in. We'll put another one over here. And as you can see, one corner is rounded. So when you put it in there, you can spin it like that to make it fit. scary part coming up. We gotta connect those two together. And this is where we could get a refrigerant leak if we don't do it right. I mean, it's not like it's difficult, but it's just one of those things that you don't want to mess up. So we take out these fancy caps. And this one goes inside of here. We're gonna try to align it up perfectly so that it's not like trying to go in at an angle. We're just gonna get it until it's snug with one wrench, then we'll use both wrenches on it. We've got our two connections down here. We will leak test these later after we get it all hooked up. So we'll leave this kind of open right here so we can spray it with bubbles. But we gotta wrap this stuff together and get it down over there. It's going good, guys, but we gotta mark this because we gotta pre-wrap it since we don't have enough cover to get all the way down to the deck. And I want it to be wrapped coming through the hole in the deck, which would be really hard to do if we didn't do it before it went through the hole. I'll show you how it's gonna work. We'll wrap it to here.
Down here in the shade under the porch.
It's time to move down to the lower part, out of the sun, thankfully. We got all those lines up there all set up and are all set and ready to move on to the next step. So we've got the mounting stuff here, which I have no idea how it works, but it shouldn't be all that difficult, I would think. Oh, I see how it works. Very interesting. Okay, so this is the mount for it. It's gonna slide on here, apparently, like that. Well, that's not too difficult, is it, Jules?
Oh, it's great.
Let's go see if this will work as a spacer. Pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
Doesn't fill it in completely. We might not even need them, because look, this goes right on here. I don't want it to smash the metal.
I think spacer's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, we're marking out our level lines. We got the ribs where we want our screws to go in. One goes right there, one goes right there, one goes right there, and one goes right there. That'll be good. Now we drill a hole in our beautiful house.
Ooh, insulation.
Well, right through. No problems. That was fast. We're going to be using this style of molly bolt. They can hold 137 pounds each. We're going to use 4 of them, but 137 pounds in 1/2 inch sheetrock. And so here we've got 7/16 OSB, which I'm thinking is quite a bit stronger than 1/2 inch sheetrock. So we're going to use these guys, poke them through there, and use that to secure it. Well, that one didn't work so well. There we go. Beautiful. Now, this piece is supposed to slide down and fit in that hole and hold it in place so that this should break off now. Yep. Now, the bolt will go right in there. Looks like this piece, you just slip on here and slide it down to where it needs to be. And then there are these feet down here that you can screw out to make sure that it's level.
That is way cool system.
Super easy, huh?
Yeah.
And then I guess you run a bolt through here so they can't move. So this thing is supposed to be able to hold, like this rack system, 350 pounds. And there's no way that air conditioner weighs 350 pounds.
No.
350 pounds and 130 some odd pounds per bolt in 1/2 inch sheetrock. This is 7/16 OSB, so we should be totally fine, don't you think? Mm-hmm. I think so. And as often as the air conditioner is actually going to be used, it's not like going to be sitting down here vibrating all year long, you know? We got the unit securely mounted to the wall. Now we're gonna take off these covers because underneath this cover is where we're gonna hook up the refrigerant lines. Yeah. Huh, something fell out of there. Just gonna put the screws back into their holes so we don't lose them. Under this cover, I think it's this one, is where we connect the electrical. And what's cool is this unit only takes a 15 amp circuit. This is a vinyl tape, and it does help the insulation, like from not getting wet if it rains. But I think it's more for sunlight, like UV protection, so that the insulation doesn't deteriorate over time. I don't think we're gonna get much sunlight underneath the deck here.
So why are you using it?
We're still doing it because it's the right thing to do. And it'll make it look way nicer, I think, as long as we do a good job at it. We've got to take up the extra of it. It's not like really enough to put into a big loop behind the unit, so we're gonna try to make it S. Something like that.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
So we've turned it into an S to take up that extra slack, and we can attach it with a zip tie here to the house and over there probably. And then that'll allow us, hopefully, these guys down here will want to fit into there real nice and easy. We gotta knock our knockout out. Put our grommet in so that the wire can't get cut in that hole there. There we go. Now fish our wire through the hole. This is the whip to connect the disconnect to the unit. So we're gonna get that guy in there so we can get them all wired up beautifully. Getting tired, guys. It's what, like 4:30, Jules? Close to 5 o'clock?
Almost 5.
Almost 5. It's almost quitting time for today. We've got it all wired up, and they gave us the cool little Allen wrench here to open the valves. So we'll open the valves here and then leak check it. And if there's no leaks, yeah, buddy. Hopefully there's no leaks, man. That'd be lame if there was a leak, but we'll find out. Please no leaks. Please no leaks. Open that up all the way. Open this one up all the way. I heard it. I heard the refrigerant making noise in there.
Just so you guys know, there's a sprinkler going on right here, so if you're hearing something, it could actually be that and not necessarily a leak.
If we had a leak that sounded like that, oh, we'd be in trouble. Okay, let's soap it up. So far, no major leaks right here. All right, let's go upstairs then. Well, we'll put these caps back on, and then we'll go upstairs and we'll check for leaks up where we connected it together at the house. What's there? Okay, you can have that ladder.
Good morning, Watts. Good morning. Say hi to the people.
What do you do?
He reaches his palm out. He's shaking their hands.
Saying hi. Huh?
Saying hi.
I don't see any leaks yet, do you?
Nothing is bubbling. You guys see any leaks? I don't see anything yet, Marty.
Doesn't look like we have any leaks up there. The next step is to go ahead and test the unit. But while we're up here and we have the parts, we're gonna go ahead and seal up this guy right here. Just finish it off, make it look good. Then we will test the unit. We've got a mostly full can of spray foam, but we've got a totally plugged hose for it, or sprayer for it. I saw a guy on YouTube. He showed a hack on how to clean these things out really easy. We're gonna try it and see if he wasn't faking it. His trick was, you take some carburetor cleaner and you spray it in there. Oh, sorry.
Oof.
That was scary, huh?
Yeah, I should have worn, tell him, wear goggles.
Wear goggles when you do it. Well, it doesn't really seem to be doing anything. I mean, maybe a little bit. When he did it on YouTube, it was like melted it right out. Maybe he like speeded up the
video. I'm gonna step back. Go for it. Do it again. Way back this time.
Maybe his was recently used. And that's what he did to clean it out. Because it sure doesn't really seem like it's doing anything. I don't know. Let's use this red guy here. I mean, it's been in there for months, so it's like fully, definitely 100% cured. After we use the can, we'll try it again and see if it doesn't work good for cleaning it out. I mean, it's definitely like loosened up and not stuck to the plastic really anymore, so I think we just got to get it out of there. I think his trick must have been with more of a recent blockage. I'm gonna find some wire and get this thing cleaned out the old-fashioned way.
Hooray. Almost kitty. Hi.
Sarah's actually doing dishes right now, so the hot water's running. This is the exhaust, this is the intake. Oh, you can really feel it sucking air. This goes on like this, but this pipe is just a hair too long, so we're gonna have to trim this pipe down, but we probably don't want to do it when she's running it, huh?
I don't know.
No way, it's gonna suck all them little pieces in there.
Oh yeah.
We should probably get,
Just like block it.
yeah, like get a paper towel or something, and so we can put it in there, and then when we cut it, pull the paper towel out, and it'll pull all those pieces out with it.
I borrowed some paper towels from the neighbors.
Sweet. We've got a little plug here. Hopefully nobody turns on the water in there and sucks it in. That'd probably be a real pain to get out of there. Done did fall. Here's a movie thing for you guys. Let me know down in the comments below what movie this is from. She done R-U-N-D-O-F-T. What's that off of? R-U-N-D-O-F-T. Wow, so it's coming out super slow.
Maybe it hasn't had its morning coffee.
Maybe not. Cover time. Cover time. Evening time. The exhaust and intake cover is done. Still no leaks. So now it is time to test it. We've got our spray foam here. Hose is all plugged up. So we're gonna see if we can't fix it using that guy's hack. I'm gonna use the sprayer thing here because I don't want to spray it in my eyeballs either. Probably ought to wear safety glasses.
We're standing back. Just in case, Marty.
Don't want to spray it in your guys' eyeballs either. On the video, it just like ate it all away. But this is definitely not just eating it all away. I think he faked it. I think he used something else. Well, that worked really good, actually. But you got to stick the hose in there. Blast it right out. We learned a trick. It wasn't quite as easy as he showed it to be. We'll just pick that off after it dries there. But it's good to go for another try, another use. All right, let's go turn the breaker on. We got our disconnect is still disconnected out there. So which one is off right now? Mr. Cool right there. This guy right here. Turn him on. Let's cruise. And now we got to go out to the disconnect and connect the disconnect. Pop our fuses in. Okay. No smoke.
Oh, I heard it. Heard click.
Something click, huh?
Yeah.
All right, Jules. Tell us what we got here.
It's like 237, 238.
All right, perfect. That's what we want. Let's see if it turns on. Power? Ooh, we got power. We're set to 75.
Oh, it's 66 in here.
We're on auto, so it might be turning on to heat.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Set it on 60. It'll feel real good.
All right, so the fan is running downstairs, and we're got like almost 3 amps. Oh yeah, and that is some cold air coming out. It's nice, Colin.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna keep your apartment nice and cool.
Oh yeah, I just got the shivers. It's great.
As long as it's sunny. It's gotta be a sunny day to be able to use these guys.
But that's when it gets hot, is when the sun comes in here and it heats this room up a lot. So
Yeah.
that's when we'll use it.
Let's try to drill a hole here. I wonder if this is wood here or just sheetrock. I forget. Just sheetrock.
I think it looks good, babe.
One more hole we gotta drill. All right. Oh, well, be fine. All right, let's put the remote in. Dink. How's that look? Looks pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
It's a little crooked.
I don't think anybody's gonna notice, Marty. They come in here and be like, dude, Marty, you're such an awful builder. Can't even mount a remote.
I don't know.
I think those people would have problems.
So we've got this like super sticky, foamy type of tape. Oh man. Doesn't want to come off all the way though. Whoa, wow, look at that.
It's like tar paper.
But it goes around these connections here, I think, to help them maybe not vibrate against each other. I don't know for sure, but it goes right here. This one's got the same problem again. It is 2 years old. Just been hanging out in a non-conditioned garage for 2 years. So I've got a cover here. This one's got to go on first. So you see these grooves right here? They just clip in. Nice and fairly easy. I mean, there's nothing difficult about it except for making them go into the right spot. Check it out. Done. Looks sharp, looks great. Air conditioner down here looks good. Come over and kind of just show you the finalist of it. Oh, and by the way, I'm sure you already know this, but this is a totally off-grid air conditioner. So anyway, so we got the air conditioner up there. Drips right here, comes down, drips right down there. Lines, disconnect. And then we went ahead and did a little bit more to finish up this side because I had forgotten that we needed to do it. But we got the outdoor light done, security camera up there, and we caulked around here, and that LB down there, we caulked that. That's actually the LB that brings the power from our solar system. All of our panels here, solar batteries, inverters, and everything in there, extra solar panels. Totally off-grid system. It's working great. We had it down to 60 degrees in the apartment today. It's not running now because, well, we don't need air conditioning today for some reason. It just happens to be nice and a little bit cloudy to keep it cool. That's gonna do it for today, guys, but we did pick out this video right up here for you to go ahead and watch next. We hope you have a really great day and keep smiling.